Chaos has erupted outside the Broadview ICE facility in Chicago as protesters clashed with law enforcement, resulting in multiple arrests, and a scene that underscored the growing tensions surrounding immigration enforcement in the United States. Among those arrested was a deranged liberal white woman whose actions epitomized the frustration and anger that had become emblematic of the ongoing struggle between activists and authorities. The US government and military have made it clear, enough is enough. No country in its right mind can tolerate social unrest or ideologies that do not conform to its laws. The message from the government is unmistakable. There will be a crackdown on those who resist the law, and we are witnessing this commitment play out on the streets of America. Make your opinion count by liking this video and promoting it for more awareness. Also, share and subscribe to our channel for upcoming updates. Donald Trump is not messing around. His administration has prioritized law and order, and the recent events outside the Broadview ICE facility serve as a testament to that resolve. The Illinois State Police, demonstrating their commitment to maintaining public safety, pushed back the crowd that had gathered outside the facility, effectively reasserting control over the situation. The deployment of sting balls and tear gas canisters was a clear indication that law enforcement is prepared to take decisive action against those who threaten the peace. The sight of ICE agents making arrests while a crowd gathered to protest is a stark reminder of the ongoing battle over immigration policy in this country. Supporters of ICE and law enforcement are heartened by these actions, recognizing them as essential steps toward restoring order in a society that has often been defined by chaos and division. The mantra of "law and order is back" resonates with many Americans who are tired of witnessing lawlessness in their communities. It's important to recognize the broader implications of these events. The actions taken by law enforcement are not merely about enforcing immigration laws. They represent a fundamental commitment to upholding the rule of law and protecting public safety. In a time when many feel that their voices are being drowned out by radical ideologies and disruptive protests, the government's stance is a rallying cry for those who believe in accountability and order. The chaos outside the Broadview facility is indicative of a larger trend in which protests against immigration enforcement have become increasingly confrontational. Many activists view their actions as a form of civil disobedience, but the consequences of such disruptions can be severe. Law enforcement is faced with the challenging task of balancing the right to protest with the need to maintain order. The recent events suggest that authorities are no longer willing to tolerate actions that threaten public safety, and that is a significant development. As the crowd began to gather in opposition to ICE's operations, tensions mounted. Law enforcement's response, which included the use of sting balls and tear gas, underscores the seriousness with which they are taking these protests. Supporters of Trump and law enforcement are cheering this decisive action, viewing it as a necessary step to restore the balance of power and uphold the laws of the land. The narrative surrounding these events is one of resistance against lawlessness, and many Americans are standing firmly behind the government's efforts. While some may criticize the use of force to disperse protesters, it is essential to recognize the context in which these actions are taking place. The US government has a responsibility to protect its citizens and maintain order, and that often requires difficult decisions. The reality is that when protests turn chaotic, law enforcement must respond in a way that ensures the safety of everyone involved. The events in Chicago are a reflection of the broader societal divisions that have emerged in recent years, and they highlight the urgent need for a return to civility and respect for the rule of law. For many, this moment represents a turning point in the ongoing debate over immigration policy. The actions taken by ICE and law enforcement serve as a reminder that the status quo is changing. Donald Trump's administration is committed to enforcing immigration laws and ensuring that those who enter the country do so legally. For those who supported his campaign, witnessing the government take a firm stance on these issues is a validation of their vote. The chaos outside the Broadview ICE facility is a clear indication that the battle over immigration is far from over. As tensions escalate and protests continue, it is essential for all Americans to engage in meaningful dialogue about the future of the country. The divide between those who support strict immigration enforcement and those who advocate for more lenient policies is growing, and it is crucial that we find common ground. The events outside the Broadview ICE facility in Chicago serve as a powerful reminder of the ongoing struggle over immigration policy in the United States. As chaos erupted and protesters clashed with law enforcement, the government made it clear that it will not tolerate actions that threaten public safety. The message is loud and clear: law and order are back, and those who resist will face the consequences. For many Americans, this moment represents a turning point in the fight for accountability and the rule of law. The actions taken by ICE and law enforcement are a reflection of the broader societal changes that are taking place, and they underscore the urgent need for a return to civility and respect for the laws of the land. The future of immigration policy in the US hangs in the balance, and it is up to all of us to engage in the conversation.